Hello everyone, once again. This is part 2 of episode number 11, in which I would be covering the temples of Vallakottai Murugan in Orangadam along with Varadharaja Perumal temple in Kanchipuram. Day 45, and we visited our day with visit to Vallakottai Murugan temple at Orangadam. Vallakottai Subramanyeshwara Swami Temple or Vallakottai Murugan Temple in Vallakottai, a panchayat town in Kanchipuram district in the South Indian state of Tamil Nadu, is dedicated to the Hindu god Murugan. Constructed in Tamil Nadu style of architecture, the temple is located in Sri Perumbudur, Singaperumakoil Road. The temple has a gateway leading to a pillared hall, and the sanctum is believed to be built during the 9th century. Vallakottai temple is revered in Thirupugas composed by Arunagirinatha, a 15th century saint. The temple is revered in 8 verses by the saint. As per a legend, the saint worshipped Murugan at Thirupurur temple and was on his way to Thiruthani Murugan temple. During his sleep, a divine voice directed him to go to Vallakottai temple. He woke up to realize it was the order of Murugan and he visited the temple. The temple is considered equal in importance to the Arupadalvidu, the 6 abodes of Murugan. According to Hindu legend, there was a demon named Vallan who was troubling the Devas, the celestial deities. The Devas sought help of Murugan. He informed them that the time had come to destroy the demon. He eventually waged a war and slayed the demon at the place. He established a place as Vallakottai, literally meaning the fort of Vallan. Indra, the king of Devas, requested his Guru Brihaspati to suggest a place for him to worship Murugan. He suggested going to Vallakottai, an abode of Murugan. Indra came to Vallakottai, pierced the earth with his weapon Vajrayuddha to create a tank to extract water. He performed ablution to image of Murugan at this place and attained his needs. Since Indra created the tank with Vajrayuddha, the temple tank is named as Vajratirtha. Another legend states Ilanji, a kingdom ruled by King Bhagiratha, who was very rude, and in order to teach him a lesson, sage Naratha sent a demon king Guran who attacked his kingdom. Guran's attack came as a surprise to Bhagiratha, whose forces lost the battle. King Bhagiratha then asked sage Naratha for the repentance, who then asked him to take advice from sage Durvasa. After much a long search, the king finally found sage Durvasa in a forest when the sage asked him to worship Murugan at Vallakottai to get back his kingdom. Proceeding accordingly, the king did the same. Architecturally, the temple has a 5-tiered Rajagopuram, the gateway tower, and a pillared porch in front of it. The sanctum faces east, and the image of the presiding deity is 7 feet tall in standing posture. There are twin images of peacock, the divine bird of Muruga, facing the presiding deity. देखिए देखिए Our second destination of the day was the Varadharaja Perumal temple at Kanchipuram city. The Varadharaja Perumal temple, known as Thirukachi or Athihigiri coil, dedicated to Varadharaja Perumal, an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, the presiding deity of the temple, and his consort Perundevi Thayar. With a rich history, this is another temple which is an architectural marvel and one of the greatest temples in South India. The temple, along with Ekambareshwara temple and Kamakshi Amman temple in Kanchipuram, is popularly known as Mumurti Vasam, an abode of trio, while Srirangam is referred to as Coil and Tirupati as Malai. Among the Divya Desams, Kanchipuram Varadharaja Perumal temple is known as Perumal Coil. This is one of the most sacred places for Vaishnavites. The fourth of the Divya Desams that completes this series is Melukute, which is known as Thiruvanapuram. Vaishnavites believe that visiting all four places without a break will guarantee one a place in Paramapadam. The temple is located in a suburb of Kanchipuram known as Vishnu Kanchi, that is, a home for many famous Vishnu temples. One of the greatest Hindu scholars of Vaishnava Vishiptavaita philosophy, Ramanuja, is believed to have resided in this temple. The temple's courtyards and pillared halls have extensive intricate carvings and sculptures designed to precision. The towering gopuram mark the entrances and the end of the massive temple, and there are two Raja Gopuram on either side of the temple. According to legend, the temple's construction dates back to King Krishna Varma, who discovered a sacred blue stone idol while bathing in Thamirabani river. It is said that King Krishna Varma constantly prayed to Lord Vishnu for the safeguard of his kingdom from invasion, to which Lord finally answered the king's prayers, appearing on the battlefield in his majestic form to drive back the invading forces. To this, King Krishna Varma constructed a temple dedicated to Lord Veera Raghavan as a token of his appreciation and devotion. Another legend states that Saraswati cursed the king of celestial deities Indra to become an elephant and roam around the place. He was relieved of the curse with the divine power of Vishnu, who appeared as the Mount Hastagiri. Hastagiri indicates a mount/hill in the form of elephant. Indra, the king of Devas, is believed to have installed the silver and golden lizards in the temple, who were the witness of the ordeal after being released from the curse of the goddess Saraswati. Brahma performed a yajna here, the site of which was about to be washed away by the fast flowing river Vigavati, Saraswati in the form of a river known today as the Palar River. The temple deity Vishnu laid himself flat to stay the flow, and the yajna was successfully performed. Vishnu emerged with the brilliance of thousand suns as Varadharaja Swami inside the Athi tree, and stayed here permanently until he was submerged in nearby tank, since the deity came from yajna done by Brahma. According to another Hindu legend, Brahma, the Hindu god of creation, separated from his wife Saraswati over a misunderstanding. He performed the Ashmaveda sacrifice, seeking boons from Vishnu. Vishnu was pleased by the devotion and came out from under the earth as a boar, making Saraswati unite with Brahma. Another legend states that disciples of sage Gautama were cursed to become lizards. They resided in a temple and were relieved of the curse by the divine grace of Vishnu. There is a panel in the temple where two lizards are depicted in the roof of the temple. Historically, the temple has around 350 inscriptions from various dynasties like Chola, Pandya, Kandavaryas, Cheras, Kakatiya, Sambhuvaraya, Hoysala and Vijayanagara, indicating various donations to the temple and also the political situation of Kanchipuram. Varadharaja Perumal temple was renovated by the Cholas in 1053 AD, and it was expanded during the reigns of the great Chola kings Kulatunga Chola I and Vikrama Chola. In the 14th century, another wall and a gopura was built by the later Chola kings. When a Mughal invasion was expected in 1688, the main image of the deity was sent to Udayar now part of Tiruchirappalli district. It was brought back with greater difficulty after the involvement of a local preceptor who enlisted the services of General Todamar. Robert Clive, the British general during the colonial period, visited the Garuda Seva festival and presented a valuable necklace now termed as Clive Mahakandi, which is adorned during a special occasion every year. Architecturally, the temple covers a massive 9.5 hectare, showcasing the architectural skills of the ancient Vishwakarma uh, sthapatis in temple architecture. It is famous for its ancient history. It is the biggest temple in Kanchi with most Perumals, largest area and largest gopurams. The temple has three outer prakarams, namely Alvar Prakaram, Madaipalli Prakaram and Thirumalai Prakaram. There are 32 shrines, 19 vimanas, 389 pillared halls and sacred tanks, some of which located outside the temple complex. The temple tank is called Ananta Tirtham. There are 96 ornate sculptured pillars depicting various legends of Mahabharata and Ramayana. The most notable sculpture of Rati, Manmatha Lakshmi, Narayana, Lakshmi Narasimha, Lakshmi Varaha and Lakshmi Hayagriva. The main sanctum faces west and can be entered through a 40 meters tall 7-tiered Raja Gopuram. The image of presiding deity is designed in such a way that on the 15th day after Chitra Purnima, the rays of the sun fall on the idol. The hill called Hastagiri is 360 meters long by 240 meters. The eastern Gopuram is taller than the western Gopuram, which is contrasting to large temples where the Raja Gopuram is the tallest one. One of the most famous architectural pieces is the temple is the huge stone chain sculpted in a single stone. There is a 100-pillared hall which has sculptures depicting Ramayana and Mahabharata. It is a masterpiece of Vijayanagara dynasty. The most important and spectacular attraction of the temple is the 100-pillared hall, which has ornate carvings, notable of which being a stone chain. The temple car is believed to have been donated by Krishnadeva Raya in 1517 CE. There are paintings in the temple commissioned during the 16th century during the Vijayanagara kings. So friends, with this I come to the end of part 2. I hope you did enjoy this part also. Till the next part, which would be the final part of episode number 11, do take care of yourself and bye.